Okay, we are going to continue our little conversation about internet access on the road and cell phone boosters. We'll have a little bit of talk about WeBoost and a little bit of talk about Hiboost. A friend brought that company up, so I reached out to them, and I've now spoken to or had communications with WeBoost and Hiboost, both of those, and I have some information to share here. And right now I will cut away to the response that I got from WeBoost. Okay, if you didn't catch that, you can go back and pause the video and read all of that. Essentially what it says is that in order for WeBoost to work on boosting a signal, the signal has to be above 5 megabits per second to begin with. If it's below that, then there's no point in using their product. That is something that really would be nice to know before you spend $400 or $500 on their product. It would be nice to know. But at the same time, if they disclosed that before you bought the product, I would never have bought the product. And I'm sure other people probably would be discouraged from buying the product as well, because 5 megabit service on your cell phone, you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch your Netflix, Amazon Prime, other streaming services. You can stream video and watch video on 5 megabit service. Where you start losing that is below 5 megabit. So where you're out in the boonies trying to watch something or catch up on something, and you're buffering all the time, so you turn your booster on, you just take that money and throw it in the garbage because it isn't going to help. You're out of luck. Their product only boosts a good service where you don't actually really need it. Okay, it's mid-90s here, so I'm just kind of pausing, dumping water all over myself. It's hot. Let me put a few little disclaimers into this just to cover things. I am speaking about this product based on my usage. A lot of the places that I've been, and for those who may have not have seen this, I traveled from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've been down south to Mexico, and I'm back up in the high deserts of Nevada at the moment. And I think I've got around 11,000 miles under my belt across the country. I am talking about these products from where I come from, and that is staying off grid, utilizing public lands, BLM land, national forest land, things of that nature. The majority of those places are out of town in the boonies. Traveling all across America, it is very, very typical that by the time you get out to these places that are so remote that you get to stay there for free, your internet service in a 2-3 meg internet service is great for out there. A lot of times you have nothing. So in my travels all across America, most of the places that I've been, that I've stayed, the WeBoost would be absolutely useless in those situations. Better off keeping the money in your pocket, get out, enjoy nature, enjoy your time being unplugged from the internet, because this product really isn't going to help. Now, if you are doing live streaming, let's say you're live streaming to different platforms, some of those want 6, 7, 8 megabit per second, uploads and speeds to have a stable conversation using those platforms. This product may be something where it'll boost you. Maybe you're in a 6 or 7 megabit area, and maybe it'll boost it up above there to give you a more stable connection for live streaming, things like that. Let's say you have to get something uploaded and you're at 7 megabit upload, maybe this will work and boost it a little bit faster, and you can get that upload done a little quicker. Maybe not. But when it comes to myself uploading videos, I don't get super critical over the speed. I'll get a video done. I'll set it to upload when I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, video's uploaded, I do my settings and I do all that stuff. So that hasn't really impacted me. Or I'll upload videos when I'm at Walmart or somewhere that has public Wi-Fi, so that I'm not data hogging my cheap internet plan. So that those are my thoughts with regard to WeBoost. Next, we'll talk about Hiboost. I called in and I spoke to a tech support representative from Hiboost because the name of that company had been brought up by a fellow YouTuber, and so I wanted to try to get some answers from them, ask some questions. So I spent about 9 minutes on the phone with them. I explained to them that I purchased a WeBoost product and it doesn't work, and I explained to them that WeBoost has told me their limitations through their antennas and cabling and whatnot is that it's not effective if you have under 5 megabit service to start with. So I asked them what their minimum requirements were for speed. Was it better? Was it the same? Was it worse? What's the minimum internet speed that I need to have coming in to boost it? And the tech support guy essentially cut me off at that point and asked me a few questions to gather what kind of customer, what product thing, which was good. And I explained to them that I was in a camper van and that I travel and I spend most of my time on the outskirts where the internet service is marginal. So he recommended a product for that, for the RV, was it RV something 2.0, and he recommended that. And then I went into nuts and bolts questions with him, and because he didn't answer my question about the minimum internet speeds that need to be coming in to boost that. He started talking about decibels, and I explained to him that as I've already discussed with him with WeBoost, the decibels are not really as important in these regards. I want to know what your minimum speed is for your product to work, and I didn't get an answer. He went into a discussion about if you get an antenna and you know where your cell phone towers are, you can point the antenna on your house in the direction of a tower, and so I had to explain to him again that I'm in a van, I'm mobile, I'm not in a house. So I don't know if he just forgot that or went over his head, don't know. But so then I got him back on track to the vehicle product, and he again went back into decibels. When I bring up speed, he goes into decibels. I sat and talked to him for 9 minutes and I could not get an answer out of him regarding minimum speeds, what kind of internet speed boost it would have, anything, nothing with numbers. All he would discuss was decibels. And so I kept prying, and I went and I talked to him about the antenna. With line loss, your antenna is on the outside. It captures the signal in the air. It goes down the antenna into their little box. You have line loss, you have signal loss. Depending how long that cable run is, you are going to lose signal strength as it goes down that cable. And at that point, he told me that they have no signal loss on their product coming from the antenna to the receiver box. And so I said, well, the only way that is possible is if your product has a powered antenna. And he confirmed to me that their product does have a powered antenna, and that's why there was no signal loss from the outside to the inside. The bad news about that is that it's not true. They run, it has an antenna just like WeBoost does. It has signal loss that goes down the line. and it's written right in their product literature and product manuals that there is line loss coming from the outside antenna and coming in. It is very well documented in the paperwork for the products. So I don't know if their tech support people don't know the product or if he was just outright lying to me. I don't know which it was, but they have passive antennas, not powered antennas. So that's not a correct answer, and that I find disappointing. You know, we went round and round for 9 minutes. He would not discuss any sort of internet speed boost from the product. He gave me inaccurate information about the product itself, and it really came down to, he's like, well, you can buy one and you have 30 days to test it before you send it back. And so I really, I mean, ultimately I'm more disappointed in Hiboost than I am with WeBoost. You know, WeBoost is not disclosing the information, so you buy the product and they hope you just keep it, or that it works for you on some capacity and they get the sale. Where Hiboost, you know, was not honest with me before the sale. If you're not honest with me before the sale, I don't feel that you're going to be honest with me after the sale. So take that as what it is. Both of them have information about their product that they're not disclosing in order to get the sale. Both of them are doing that. And I guess my advice, if you're looking at spending, you know, $400, $500, $600 on one of these boosters, send them an email, pick up the phone and call them, ask them, get some hard numbers from them on minimum speed boosts. They want to talk about the decibels, but if you saw my last video, you saw where the decibels went. You know, the decibels were really good. Strong signal on the inside on the decibels, but the decibel meter that you're getting on your phone is just the communication with a inside receiver. It has nothing to do with, you know, what kind of speed boost or internet improvement you're getting from the product. It's irrelevant to that, because it's not measuring the outside decibel, it's measuring the inside decibel. Two different things. So if you want to buy one of these products, reach out to the company, talk to their people, ask them what kind of real world numbers you're going to get, ask them what kind of improvement in speeds you're going to get with your 4G. Ask them. Get them to put something in writing, or get them to tell you what it's going to do over the phone. Take down the person you talk to, take down their information. So if you got a call back, you can say, you know, I spoke to Joe at such and such, and this is what he told me. That's the only way you're really going to have any recourse on that, other than just, you know, buying it, paying for shipping, waiting for it to show up, spending your time driving around all over the place, testing these units within those 30 days, only to find that you've wasted all that money, and then you're having to return it back to the company, and you're right back where you started. So if you're looking at getting a booster, talk to someone at the company. If they will not discuss the internet speed boosts that you're going to get when doing internet speed tests on these products, if they will not talk about actual performance increases, don't buy the product. It's important to note here that I am not sponsored by anybody. I have not used a Hiboost product. I have used the WeBoost, and I do not recommend it. And also, due to my conversation with Hiboost, I don't recommend them either, but I haven't used their product, and I am not sponsored by anybody on these. I'm not trying to push anybody. I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from getting these things. I just can't help but feel that, you know, if I had known to ask these questions before I spent $400 or $500 on a product, I never would have spent the money. If you have any questions about it, hit me up in the comments. You can always like, share, subscribe, any of those good fun things if you want. I'll see you down the road.